Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and oy vey. Oh, the air is nasty. I can barely see the, I mean, it's still dark outside, but it's dark because of so much smoke. And I can, when I see the trees and the light, and hey, if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. It only takes a second, and if you don't like to keep getting my videos, well, hey, it only takes a second to unsubscribe. But having done so, it really helps out, and it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. It's very gray out there, and very smoky. So, yay. I feel bad for everybody that has to breathe, and by everybody I mean everything that's alive. I mean, there aren't even as many birds as singing out there because the air is bad. There's still some, they have to yell, they're still alive, you know, thank goodness. But for the Shelton, Washington Weather, Plague, Rat, and Spider Report, well, I just sort of mentioned the weather. It hasn't rained, it's still dry. Horrific. We need it to rain, get rid of the smoke, help put the fires out, but yay. And of course, plague rat report. It's nobody's wearing things properly, and when I say nobody, I mean the majority of people are at least performing their theater properly. It's just those others that stand there in the middle of the store with no mask. So, yay. Still, I haven't checked what the caseload is in the county where I live, Mason County, Washington State, but last I saw it was not good and getting worse fast, so yay. Now for the spider report, still no spider downstairs in the bathroom that I can see, so there's probably some somewhere. Over there, I had been worried at first because the one garden spider, it wasn't really moving. But she's still working on her orb right now, and that's a good thing. Yay! Thumbs up for that. The egg sac has not hatched yet, but the spider is still over there protecting it, and that's good. Thumbs up for that. Coming in here, there were some baby spider webs that I had to pull off. So there's still spiders and stuff, and that's good. Definitely a thumbs up for that. Little dust mop is still alive. He's just asleep right now. When I come in here, he's usually active first thing in the morning. And here's the not fun part as I jump into this, which has nothing to do with anything, but my body has pretty much decided that 4 o'clock in the morning, that's gut pain time. So anywhere from like 3 to 4:30, I wake up with horrible gut pain, which means I gotta get up and go downstairs to the bathroom and take care of biz. And since I normally wake up anywhere from 4 o'clock to 5:30 from pain, by the time I'm all done in the bathroom and coming back upstairs, there's no point in even lying down. There's maximum an hour and a half, if I'm lucky, before I would normally be getting up out of bed anyway. And all I'm going to be doing is tossing and turning, getting pissed off and frustrated because I hurt and I can't sleep. And so I've been up since like 3:30 this morning. Yay. It's frustrating. I don't like it, but what can you do? Joyous. But that's life. I mean, you know, you have to deal with life. You have to deal with life. And there's consequences for everything. I mean, I have minor irritable bowel syndrome, and I've been lucky in that I have not had to deal with that too much. Because I had a conversation on Twitter this morning with a person that has Crohn's disease. And I was like, I'm pretty lucky. I mean, my gut is such that I can eat damn near anything that way, and it's not going to bother me. As long as I can shove it down my neck hole without it fighting back too hard, my internal systems are going to take care of it. It's mostly stress and stuff like that that gets things going wrong. So thumbs up for that. But back to little Dust Mop. He was up this morning, and I pick him up and I move him around. I let him crawl on my chair, and then when I sit down, I let him crawl on me. And he wanders around, and he doesn't fear too much. Don't come in like a predator. You know, I come in from the side and I scoop, and then I pick him up. And then when I set him back down, it is a scoop movement, and I set him down, slide out from underneath him. And he really likes to explore, and he just runs over to my hand and starts sniffing and crawling. So, hey, you know, if he's active again around 7 o'clock next time, I'll bring him out and show him off, because I love my hamster. Hopefully going to be able to get more soon, but we shall see. We shall see. Thumbs up for that. And then, of course, on the... Well, I don't want to talk too much about much of anything that's really depressing, like the current situation here in the United States. One revelation that I have had about myself, though, I can't remember if I talked about most of this in video, but beforehand, a couple years back even, I looked upon the people of places like Japan and such, where when they're packed into their subway cars and all that, everyone's wearing a mask, and I thought, oh, that's kind of silly. That's kind of silly. Now, I'm like, good golly, Miss Molly, what an idiot I was. What a good idea they had. Protect others. So even if I survive all this, and even if I manage to get a vaccination of it, and even if I don't have to worry about the Covfefe bug after this, wearing the mask is a really good idea. Protection of others. And since I'm more of a collectivist instead of an individualist, you know, it's like I don't look at it as I'm going to protect me, and if I decide not to protect me, it's up to you to protect yourself from me. I look at it as I'm going to protect everyone from me if I am sick. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm going to wear a mask so I don't hurt everybody else. So, even if I can get a vaccination and all that, I'm going to keep wearing a mask. Not all the time, but enough that when I feel sick and I still have to go out, mask goes on. I'm still going to protect others. I wish. I mean, it wouldn't have changed my behavior. I don't go out when I'm really sick anyway. You know, it's just there's times when your minor is sick and you go out. You know, a mask would be a good idea. Frequent use of this stuff would be a good idea. I mean, I'm not talking hand washing and the hand sanitizer stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. It really is a good idea. And I have mentioned the theater in our town has opened up, but until I can get myself a vaccination, I'm not going into any place like that at all, ever. Hokey smokes. I don't even like going into Safeway. And that's a big place. A tinier place like that. Well, it's not exactly a mom and pop theater because it's allied with the bigger, not like the chains, but they're partnered by Disney and all that. So I don't know how, but I'm glad they're open. I'm glad they're surviving. Just I'm not. I'm not. No. Oh, as a quick aside, I was out walking. Was it? It wasn't last night, was it? I can't even remember when, or the night before, something like this. I was out walking, coming on my way back, and somebody stopped their car, got out and said, "Hey, are you nearly senior citizen?" This was an individual named Grey Wolf. Thank you very much for stopping. Thank you for talking. It was very nice. If these weren't the times they are, you know, there would have been more handshaking, stuff like that. We still shook hands, you know, but these are the times they are. So there was nothing on you. It's just I'm at the prime age for getting really sick and dying. So I gotta be careful. Thumbs up for that. But it was good to see you. Thank you very much. In fact, I from a social distance of 6 feet, I would be glad to stop and talk with anybody. Definitely a thumbs up. So if you recognize me, say hi. Now here's the thing though, because people yell things in cars, and we have a lot of like yelling people at cars, in cars. Let me say that in English. We have a long tradition in the United States of yelling things at people by the side of the road from cars as we drive. Problem is, if you're inside of the vehicle or leaning out of the window a bit, you think your voice is good. I can tell you, as a pedestrian, when I hear somebody yelling something to me as they drive by, I have no idea what's going on. The best I can hear is like, "Ya Kleenex," such like that. It's not what you think you're saying. I have to hear you past the car sounds. I have to hear you past the outside world, your own vehicle. You're muffled from the window. So when somebody yells something and they think they said, "Oh, I yelled his name and he didn't even hear me," it's like I'll hear like, "Akajimbi." So I generally look at who yelled, but since I have no idea what's being said, thumbs up. Now, I'm quite sure at least half of it is because people yell things just because, "Hey, I see a pedestrian." But some of it could be otherwise. I mean, I literally have no ideas. So, thumbs up. But still, just thought I'd mention because it's weird. I mean, everybody thinks they're legible, audible when they yell out of a car window. But no, it's, I mean, I know I'm not. Nobody else is. Thumbs up for that. Do I have anything else on my list over here? Yes, actually I do. This kind of ties into a long story because I am low context. I have to give everybody the full story to make sure you understand, even though I've got my own blind spots and I end up glossing over things that I shouldn't, that I don't even think about. But there are a series of life hacks type channels that, 99% of their life hacks are just, they don't work, or if you follow them the way they actually say to do it, you're going to hurt yourself. So don't do that. And there's a couple channels out there that they make videos dissecting and making fun of these videos. So it's like 1, 2, 3, Go and Troom or all these life hack type channels. One of the things that this guy was watching and making fun of was an actual life hack where he went, "You know what? That doesn't look bad." And I remembered that because it was about its zipper broken. Zipper doesn't work right. You take a key ring, hook it through the loop on the end of your zipper tag, and then if you've got like jeans or whatever where it's got a good a rivet for like the bolt when you snap your pants, you put that key ring loop around that hook and then rivet your pants, pop the bolt through, and it keeps your zipper up. Well, the pants I'm wearing right now, a couple months back I realized that the zipper isn't working right. So just walking around, it's slowly working its way open. Remembering that video, I can tell you it's a damn good idea. It really works. I have a lot of spare keychain parts. I took a spare keychain circle, threaded it through the hole in the end of the zipper, what is that? Well, the handle thing. And then when I button my pants up, it's just I put that loop over the rivet part, holds it up. It's perfect. Works great. So yeah, they're not all terrible. There's actually bits of, well, I wouldn't call it gold, but good ideas amidst all the dross. So a very good thing indeed. Actually, I did have more, but I don't want to talk a whole lot about some things because there are great amounts of time for those. So real quick, I'd wanted to replay the game Zombie because I like the game Zombie, and right now I have ADHD, so it's hard to concentrate on things. It's like a boom, 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 like a pinball game inside of my head. And even though I'm playing Outward and Ghost of Tsushima and a whole bunch of other things, it was like, oh, you know, it's been a long time since I've played Zombie. So I had to go in and try and figure out where it was. And then remembering, oh, it's Uplay from Ubisoft, their own launcher. And I couldn't get in because every time I put in my email address to reset my password, I never got an email. And a lot of people since 2018 have been complaining about that not working. Finally, I was able to remember a password and I got in. So, been playing Zombie again. Really good game if you like zombie games. Excuse me. I mean, the original name was Zombie with a U at the end, 2 words, because it was for the Wii U, and thank God they took it off of that system for everyone else to be able to enjoy as well, because it's a good game. It's depressing and sad because you don't necessarily play a character, because if your character dies, and you will, you start off with a new person. They wake up having been rescued from the zombie apocalypse by the main character who helps out. And then you start up where you left off as the new person. Of course, first you have to go and kill the zombie of your previous character, because that's what killed them, zombies, and you need their backpack filled with stuff. So you got to go in there, take them out, grab the backpack. It's depressing. Good stuff. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count an American Sign Language input lag on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember my own name. Some call it my Chrome. We have Fergus, thumbs up and thank you. And then there is Raul Ariel Penaru. I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. Anuki GWUMC Wing, thumbs up and thank you much. We have Normie Peasant, I like the name and thank you. We have Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl, good to see you in the comments. We have Anthony, thumbs up. There's Alpha Kodiak, greatly appreciated. We have Kylo Bands, thumbs up. Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. There is Philip Bach, thumbs up. We have Jacqueline Hodson, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you. Madison Shepard, thank you very much. We have Miles McElman, thumbs up and thank you. Soundmaster Blink, greatly appreciated. There's Adrian, thumbs up and thank you. JS, greatly appreciated. Ursher Queen 2055, thumbs up and thank you. Tall Dude 123, good to see you in the comments. There is a period. Nice username. Thumbs up and thank you. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. There's Earl Fitch, greatly appreciated. Ben Steers, thumbs up and thank you. And Elderwolf 569, thumbs up and thank you also very much. You get me out of my head into the world dealing with real people. It is appreciated to no end. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you'd like to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those 2 places, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you want to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, with things like hamster food, hamster bedding, cat food, silly things, not silly things. If you wanted to check it out, that would be cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. Hopefully, I've got the please subscribe to the channel thing at the beginning as a call to action. I watched this one video about it, and apparently telling people to do it actually works. So hopefully I've done that. Hopefully. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very, very good thing. And of course, please wear a mask when you go out. Practice your social distancing when you go out. Practice your self-care. These are hard times, and we all need to take as best care of ourselves as we can. And of course, Black Lives Matter and justice for everybody that the jack-booted, brown-shirted fascist thugs keep brutalizing and murdering.